Namaste, welcome to Yin and Restorative Yoga. My name is Michelle, and for this practice, you'll want to have two blocks, a strap, a bolster, and a blanket. You might start by sitting on top of one of those items like your folded blanket, just giving yourself a little boost to sit up tall and to relax your hip flexors. I'd like to focus today on, besides an overall physical opening practice to invite energy flow, also on mindfulness and how it can be helpful in alleviating anxiety. I wanted to share a little bit from Bob Stahl's article in Mindful magazine on 10 mindful attitudes for reducing anxiety. We'll start with the first 5 today, and then we'll continue in tomorrow's Vinyasa Folk class with the last 5. So he reminds us that the definition of mindfulness is, in short, the practice of being aware of what's happening or what you're experiencing in the present moment. And it's being here and now without judgment. Mindfulness allows us to interrupt automatic, reflexive fight, flight, or freeze reactions that can lead to anxiety, fear, foreboding, and worry. So the more you practice mindfulness as a daily practice, the more you're equipping yourself when those moments of stress response occur, so that there's less of anxiety happening. So he says that here are the first 5 of the 10 qualities that he believes that all play an important role in working with anxiety mindfully. And just to give you a little background on Bob Stahl, he's one of the authors of Mindfulness Techniques for Stress Reduction, which is a huge program. So number 1 of the 10, volition or intention. Setting the intention to work with the anxiety. By bringing intention to do so, you're developing persistence in seeing yourself as whole, capable, and resourceful. It's establishing your will to go on that journey. Number 2 is cultivating a beginner's mind. And this is an aspect of mind that's open to seeing from a fresh perspective. Meeting anxiety with a beginner's mind cultivates curiosity and helps you to be able to play an extremely important role in the transforming of your experience. When you're willing to adopt another point of view, new possibilities arise. And this can help you challenge habitual anxious thoughts and feelings, gets you out of that groove, that pattern. Number 3 is to practice patience. And he says that patience is a quality that supports perseverance and fortitude when feelings of anxiety are challenging. Patience offers a broader perspective, allowing you to see that moments of anxiousness will pass in time. It's a reminder that it's temporary. And number 4, practicing acknowledgement. And here's how he defines it. It's acknowledgement of meeting your experience as it is. For example, rather than trying to accept or be at peace with anxiety, you meet it and your experience of it as they are. You can acknowledge that anxiety is present and how much you don't like it, even as you apply patience and see anxiety as your current weather system, knowing it will pass. And number 5, our last one for now, cultivating non-judgment. And it means experiencing the present moment without the filters of evaluation. In the midst of anxiety, it can be all too easy to experience a secondary layer of judgment on top of the already uncomfortable anxious feelings, like judging yourself for feeling anxious. So stepping out of a judgmental mind set allows you to see more clearly and to cultivate compassion, bringing a softening rather than a gripping or resistance into the experience. So keep that in mind. And today, again, like in Friday's Flow and Restore practice, will end in a guided, mindful body relaxation. So our meditation will be done lying down before we practice Shavasana. So let's start. As you're sitting still, comfortably and tall, maybe close your eyes and begin to mentally scan throughout your physical body. Notice what calls your attention first. Bringing the attitude of beginner's mind, just being openly curious to what you're feeling in different parts of your body right now without judging. Bring the same curiosity to the breath, just as it is. Acknowledging the qualities you can feel in the breathing. And attuning to how you're feeling right now energetically. And then bring more attention to your mind and your heart, your mental and emotional state. What are you feeling emotionally right now? What have you been giving your attention to? What is the quality of your attention? Do you feel present in your body? Let the breath in a little slower through your nose. Exhaling out through your mouth. Inhaling a little slower. Lingering at the top, hold it in a few seconds. And exhaling just as slowly through the mouth. Lingering at the bottom and holding it out for a few seconds. And try that once more on your own. Feeling the very top and bottom of the breath. I invite you to connect with something that you appreciate right now. Recognizing anything you feel gratitude for. Let this feeling of gratitude empower you as you clarify your intention for this practice. What qualities would you like to strengthen or embody and invite into your experience? And to broaden our perspective beyond our individual selves, name someone that you would like to dedicate today's practice to. Do you know someone else that might be working with anxiety that you'd like to extend the benefits of this practice to from afar? And together, let's set our intentions and dedications while creating a resonant space to practice in by chanting Om 3 times. Inhale a little deeper. Let's continue to balance and lengthen the in and out breaths together as we begin practicing Ujjayi Pranayama, victorious breathing. It's a technique that helps to calm the nervous system, focus the mind, and relax the body. And it's done by gently narrowing or softly constricting the back of your throat so that as you're breathing, you can hear the sound of gentle ocean waves, a soft whisper. So I'm going to count to 6 as we breathe in, to 6 as we breathe out, which is also a mindful breathing technique called resonant breath. And it's another way to calm the nervous system. So we'll pair these two breathing techniques together. So prepare to begin, closing the lips by emptying this breath. Slowly inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Count another cycle on your own, listening to the whisper in the breath. And as you let go of counting, continue to feel a slow, balanced in and out breath as you listen to the whispering sound. Let the sound be soothing for your mind and grounding in the present moment. So as you listen to that sound, let's make our way into child's pose, bringing the inner edges of your feet together at the rear of your mat and setting your knees together or apart as you sink your pelvis down to your heels and extend your arms actively forward so that we're actively stretching the back and the sides of the torso. This is called extended child's pose. So as you're reaching the arms forward, draw your shoulder blades down your back and lengthen the top of your head forward, inviting space in your neck. Keep your palms face down and spin your outer upper arms towards the ground to protract and spread apart your shoulder blades while drawing them back. As you inhale, invite the breath to open up the side walls of your ribs, stretching the muscles between the ribs, your intercostal muscles. And as you exhale, feel those muscles soften. Keep drawing your hips back and down. Imagine breathing across your lower back. Feeling the breath in, expand there. And with the breath out, encouraging relaxation in your lower back muscles, even down to your glutes. We're going to start some gentle movements before we hold longer in yin restorative poses. So separate your feet about hips width apart. And as you breathe in from child's pose, rock forward into cow pose. Stack the shoulders over the wrists and then coil your chest up. As you breathe out, tuck your toes and lift your hips back. Press the thighs back, downward dog. Let's try those two things a couple more times. Inhale, lower the knees and coil your chest up, cow pose. Exhale, lift the hips and press your chest and thighs back, downward dog. Inhale, cow pose, knees to the ground, look up. Exhale, downward dog, lift the hips, press the thighs back. When you arrive in downward dog this time, bend one knee, press the opposite heel into the ground, and then slowly switch sides. Pedaling your feet in place. As you warm up the backs of your legs, begin to softly move your skull, helping to relax your neck. Shaking your head no, Nodding your head, yes. And as you press your hands flat into the earth, continue to lift the shoulder blades away from your neck and onto your back ribs. Listen to about 4 more deep breaths here in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Begin a walk to the front of your mat, entering a standing forward fold. Feet apart, at least hips distance, parallel to each other. Bend your knees as much as it allows your neck to relax as you lift the shoulders away from it. And tilt your weight forward as far as you can balance, holding opposite elbows with your hands. Start to sway the spine, helping to loosen the muscles around it. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out, massaging the breath throughout the inner body. Maybe flutter your lips a few times, helping to unwind any clenching in the jaw. And plant your fingertips either on your shins, blocks, or the ground. Pressing firmly with the hands, breathe in and stretch your chest through your upper arms, firming in the belly into a half forward fold. Exhale again, hinge from the hips, forward fold. This time, bend the knees a lot more, drop the arms, drop the head, and as you inhale, slowly roll your spine upright. Imagine stacking one vertebra at a time and lifting your head last. As you arrive at the top, circle your shoulders behind you and exhale as you release them down. Let's roll out the shoulders a couple more times. Inhale, float the shoulders forward and up. Exhale them back and down. Once more. And then as you stand tall, stacking your shoulders over your hips, stacking your hips over your ankles, join your hands in prayer at the heart, standing in mountain pose, Padasana. Remember what your intention is for this practice. And let's slowly practice sun salutation, C, offering gratitude to the sun, source of energy. Inhale, sweep your arms forward, roll your shoulders behind you and tilt your chest up. As you exhale, feel free to bend your knees, bow from your hips. Plant your fingertips on the ground. Inhale, step your left knee behind you. Keep your hands down, look up. As you hold your breath, step back to plank pose or hands and knees. Now, as you exhale, first lower your knees, then your chest, hugging the elbows to your ribs, stick the tailbone up, lower your chin and look forward. Inhale, slide forward onto your belly and draw the shoulders back to cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes and lift your hips high and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot beside your left thumb. Lower your right knee, keep the hands down and gaze up. Exhale, step your right foot forward and bow. Press through your feet. Inhale, sweep the arms as you rise, gently coiling your chest up. Exhale, trace your palms in prayer from your crown to your heart center. One more time, Surya Namaskar C. Inhale, sweep the arms and coil your chest up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana. Plant your fingertips down. Inhale, step your right knee back, look up. Holding your breath, step into your version of plank. Exhale, Ashtangasana, lower knees, then chest, then chin. Inhale, cobra, slither forward, ground the feet, and coil your chest up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot beside your right thumb and lower your left knee, gazing up. Exhale, step your left foot forward and bow. Inhale, root to your soles and rise all the way, lifting your heart towards the sun. Exhale, join your hands to meet at your heart. So let's take a moment here to open up the hips, opening the thighs externally with some gentle movement. So grab your 2 blocks. Actually, let's leave the blocks aside. We'll just keep it upright. So step to face the wide width of your mat. And as you open up your arms, step your feet about as wide apart as your wrists. Now from your right hip socket, rotate your right leg out 90 degrees and rotate your left leg in 45 degrees, aligning your right heel to intersect the arch of your left foot. Press evenly down through both feet as you stack your shoulders right above your hips. Standing tall, inhale, raise your arms up. As you exhale, bend your right knee just on top of your right heel and open your arms into Warrior Two. Let's try that 4 more cycles of breath. Inhale, straighten the legs, raise your arms. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Warrior Two. Track the knee with the middle toe as it bends. Inhale, lift. Exhale, Warrior Two. And then straighten the legs. Start at neutral with parallel feet in this wide stance. We'll switch sides. From your left hip socket, rotate the left leg 90 degrees outward and turn in the right leg 45 degrees. Align your left heel to intersect the arch of your right foot. And as you stand tall, equally weighting down through both feet, shoulders over hips, inhale, raise the arms. Then exhale, bend your left knee directly above your left ankle as you open your arms into Warrior Two. 4 more cycles of breath. Inhale, rise. Exhale, Warrior Two. 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 And then from here, parallel your feet and heel toe your feet closer together again. Now let's come on down to the floor. We'll continue to warm up here. Lying down this time. So come all the way down to your back. Draw your right bent knee into your chest. And begin by relaxing the shoulders into the ground and lengthening your neck. Circle your right foot a few times in both directions, warming up your ankle, your calf, muscles at the front of the shin. How's your breathing? Keep listening to that. Then extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Bring your hands to the back of your right thigh. You could interlace the fingers if that's available while still being able to relax the shoulders. If it's not available, if it makes you lift the shoulders off the floor, then grab a strap. Hold that between your hands against your right hamstring as an extension of your arms. Try to have your right knee directly on top of your right hip. And then flex both feet and parallel your legs to each other so you're not turning them out at the hips. Inhale here, press your right hamstring against your hands or strap. And then exhale, bend the right knee, drop the heel towards your glutes. Let's try that 4 more cycles. Inhale, straighten, pressing against your hands as your hands pull the thigh. Exhale, bend. Right knee stays right above the hip. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And then take hold of your right thigh with your, your right knee with your right hand as you bend the knee, and use your left hand to press down into the top of your left thigh to help you keep the back of your left hip on the floor, and then start to rotate your right thigh bone at the hip. Breathing in, breathing out. Go in both directions, helping to Lubricate your right hip joint. Feel into your inner and outer right thigh. Notice any sensations there. Shake out the leg, and let's lower it to the floor. Bend your left knee into your chest, and start to circle your left foot in both directions. Feel that your shoulders are still grounded away from the neck. Place your hands at the back of your left thigh on your hamstring as you extend the left leg upwards towards the ceiling, so you're stacking the left knee right above the left hip. Feel free to use a strap behind the left hamstring as an extension of your arms, making sure the shoulders can rest on the floor. Flex both of your feet, curl the toes back towards the shins, and parallel your feet and legs. Now, as you press your left thigh against your hands or the strap, pull the thigh towards you so the left knee stays directly above the hips. Breathe in here. Exhale, bend the left knee, keeping that traction happening. Heel towards glute. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale and exhale, bend. Now hold your left bent knee with your left hand and use your right palm to press down into the top of your right thigh, making sure the back of your right hip stays on the ground. Shoulders stay on the ground too. Start to circle the left thigh at the hip socket a few times in both directions. Feel out the range of motion on this side of the hips. Moving to your breath pace. And this time again, raise the left leg, shake it out. And draw your bent knees towards you. Begin to rock in any direction, side to side, massaging across your lower back. Maybe circling the legs together and apart. Maybe rocking forward and back, massaging up and down the spine. Stay connected to the sound of your breath. Let's eventually meet sitting up, then rocking forward onto all fours. You're gonna enter a spinal twist here as we broaden across the shoulders, the backs of the shoulders and upper back. So set your wrists on the ground right under your shoulders, but step your knees a couple inches behind your hips, preparing for thread the needle. Now, here are a couple of options. You can keep both knees on the ground as we'll slide the right arm under the left bent elbow and lower the right side of the head down. Or you can add sort of a hip opener where you step your right foot out to the right side so that the sole is flat on the floor and the inner arch of the foot is in line with your left knee. So press down with your left palm and inhale, raise your right arm and open your chest. Exhale, thread your right arm on the floor under your left bent elbow and lower the right side of your head on the ground or on a pillow or block or blanket. If your head does not comfortably rest on the ground, use a prop. We're gonna be here for 10 slow breaths. Level the height of your left and right hips so you're not twisting at the lower back or the pelvis. And invite the twist to happen underneath your lowest ribs, across your waistline as the rib cage rotates gently. Relax the shoulders away from your neck. And feel the muscles in your face. Invite them to relax too, like your eyes, around your tongue. Finish one more deep breath here. And then slowly rise back to hands and knees. Let's take one round of cat-cow, slowly breathing in. Glide your chest forward, peel your shoulders back and down, looking up. Breathing out, lift the belly towards the spine. Slowly drop your head to round your back. Relax to a neutral spine and try to set up in a similar way as you did on the first side for our thread the needle twist. Keeping both knees on the ground, or this time stepping the left foot out to the left. Press the earth with your right palm. Inhale, raise your left arm, open your chest. Exhale, thread your left arm underneath your right bent elbow and lower the left side of your head all the way down. Feel free to use a prop, making sure you're completely relaxing your head and your neck. Feel out your hips and level them out. Stabilize your lower back and invite the twist right under the rib cage, sliding the shoulder blades down your back ribs. Tune into several more breaths here. One more slow breath. Slowly rise back to all fours. And let's move through another slow round of cat-cow. Breathing in, glide your chest forward, peel your shoulders back and down, looking up. Exhale, contract your belly, stretching the back. And then slide your legs in front of you as we come up to sit. Preparing for Gomukhasana, cow face pose. So begin with your left leg in front of you and turn out your right thigh at the hip. Cross the thigh as much as you can over the left thigh. And choose to either keep the left leg straight, flexing the foot, if that helps you to evenly ground the hips. You can also sit up on a blanket. Or bend the left knee, if you can still sit upright and balanced here, and splay the feet apart. Then take a strap and hold it in your left hand, dangling the tail of the strap behind your back like this. With your right hand, rotate your left tricep or outer upper arm forward and bring the elbow behind your head. Pressing both shoulders down, lift your chin parallel to the ground and seal in the bottom of your front ribs. Reach the right hand behind you underneath to catch the bottom end of the strap. Then walk your hands as close together as you can. If you're able to clasp your hands, then let go of the strap. Press your two sitting bones down and imagine breathing up from the base of your spine to your crown as you sit taller. Keep your throat open, and as you exhale, start to hinge forward from your hips. breath by breath, exploring the range of your forward fold for a total of about 10 breaths. Cow face pose. Pressing down through your pelvis, breathe in to slowly rise, leading from your heart center at your chest. Release your arms and cross your legs. Let's switch sides. Turn out your left thigh and cross it over your right thigh as much as you can, either keeping your right leg straight, flexing the foot, or bending the right knee too and splaying the feet apart. Whichever allows you to evenly ground your two sitting bones and sit tall and relaxed. This time, hold a strap in your right hand. As you raise the right arm, dangle the tail behind you. With your left hand, spin your outer right upper arm forward and bring the elbow behind your skull. Press your shoulders down, lift your chin parallel to the ground, and seal in the bottom of your front ribs. Reach the left hand behind you from underneath, catch the bottom end of the strap, and walk your hands as close together as you can. If they clasp, you can let go of the strap. Press your pelvis down. Imagine inhaling from the base of your spine all the way up through each vertebra, inviting more space to the crown. Keep your throat open and exhale, begin to bow from your hips, breath by breath. Continue to lengthen your spine as you root the hips with each in-breath. Pressing down through your pelvis. Inhale, lead from your chest as you rise. Release your arms, and let's prepare for a supine bound angle with supported fish pose. Heart opening, breath opening, hip opening. So set up behind you two blocks. One either on its tallest height for the back of your head or on its medium height for the back of your head. The latter if you're feeling pretty open already in your chest, and you'll need to feel this deeper. The second set up at the medium height, second level, either tracing the midline of your mat, so they're about an inch or so apart, or like an equal sign parallel to the first block, or crossing the mat so that they're about 5 to 6 inches apart. Set up your legs as you sit with your pelvis away from the blocks facing the front of your mat. Splay your thighs apart and bring the soles of your feet together. Either roll up a blanket, and you can, let's do that instead of the strap. It's a little faster. So open up your blanket so that it is about your wingspan in length. Stretch the arms wide and make a smooth, firm, cylindrical pillow, a burrito, out of that blanket. And place your burrito, the center of it, on top of your inner ankles and tuck the ends of the burrito under your outer hips and outer thighs so that it feels snug and your thighs can splay out comfortably while being supported. Then start to lean back so that the area right underneath the bottom tips of your shoulder blades lands on the first edge of the closest block. Adjust the blocks as you need. Lower the back of your skull on the furthest block. And make any adjustments so that your two shoulders can roll back and you can walk the shoulder blades down the back. You can feel symmetry along the left and right sides of the shoulders and hips. And then turn your palms to face up by rotating the upper arms externally at the shoulders. And land the backs of your hands on the floor just slightly away from your sides. Feel that your neck is spacious on all sides. And then maybe close the eyes, or if you have an eye pillow, you can rest that over your eyes. Listen to your breath. We'll be here for the next 4 minutes. So with each exhalation, feel your body sinking deeper towards the center of the earth. Sense where your attention is in this moment. If it's wandered astray from the present, come back to the sound of your breathing as you practice Ujjayi Pranayama. Gradually beginning to move. Start to use your hands to remove the blanket from under your outer thighs, and lifting your knees, step your feet onto the ground. And with a slow in-breath, raise your arms overhead for a stretch. Maybe interlace the fingers inside out. And find the easiest route for you to rise up to sit. Maybe turning over to one side or lifting forward. Let's prepare for Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold, extending your legs straight in front. Ground your sitting bones, maybe sit up on a blanket if that helps to sit tall. Flex your feet and either use a strap as an extension of your arms by placing it around the balls of your feet, or prepare to clasp your big toes with your peace fingers as long as you don't round the back. So sit tall, relax the shoulders, keep your throat open and breathe in. Exhale little by little, hinge forward. Pause as you breathe in, ground the hips, lengthen the spine, and then continue on for about 9 more breaths. Invite a slight lift in your chest as you draw the shoulders down the back. Rooting down through your pelvis, breathe in to slowly rise. Before we prepare for our mindful body relaxation, let's come to sit for a breathing technique called alternate nostril breathing, Nodi Shodhana Pranayama, which invites inward focus, cultivates intuition, balances energy, and balances the left and right hemispheres of the brain. So sit in a way that you can feel relaxed, open in the body, alert. And resting your left hand on your lap, you might bring the thumb and first finger to touch, either palm face down to help you feel more grounded, or palm face up to help you tune deeper inward. With the right hand, stick out your thumb, pinky, and ring fingers. Closing your lips, continue to breathe softly, gently, and sustain through the nose. We'll use the right thumb to close the right nostril like this. We'll use the right pinky and ring to close the left nostril like this. Alternate nostril breathing. Let's practice 3 cycles together and 2 cycles on your own. Prepare to begin by emptying this breath. Maybe close the eyes. Right thumb, close right nostril, inhale through left. Hold your breath. Close left, exhale through right. Hold the breath. Inhale right. Hold. Close right. Exhale left. Hold. Cycle 2. Inhale left. Hold. Close left. Exhale right. Hold. Inhale right. Hold. Close right. Exhale left. Hold. Cycle 3. Inhale left. Hold. Close left. Exhale right. Hold. Inhale right. Hold. Close right. Exhale left. Continue a couple more cycles on your own. And when you're done, let go of controlling your breath and sit for a few moments, observing anything you feel. Moving slowly and mindfully, please begin to lower your body into a comfortable lying down position where you can rest and begin a guided mindful relaxation before entering Shavasana in silence. Your feet splay apart, wider than your hips distance. Relax the shoulders down and close your eyes. Maybe cover them if you have something gentle to place on top. Begin by feeling the points of contact between your body and the surface below it. Sense the way the surface below your body is literally holding you and giving you support to be able to surrender all effort. Feel the weight of your skull surrendering as you let the neck soften. Feel the weight of your shoulders releasing as you let your throat and jaw relax. Feel the weight of your pelvis sinking downward as you soften your belly and relax your pelvic floor. Feel the weight of the bones in your hands. Soften your palms. Feel the weight of your shin bones as you relax all muscles around your legs. Feel the weight of your ankle bones as you relax the soles of your feet. allowing your body to simply be breathed into. Let go of all doing. Feel a sense of letting yourself be. While observing your experience of being. You might rest a gentle awareness wherever in your body you can feel the breath softly flow. Allowing the breath to bridge your inner and outer world. Notice how it feels to be fully immersed in here and now. Let's rest here for a few minutes of silence. As you keep your eyes closed, bring your awareness to your body as a whole. Notice any sensations you're feeling now. Gently begin to rub your thumbs across your fingertips, feeling your hands. Start to wiggle your toes, letting one movement inspire another gentle movement. Begin to wake up your whole body. Slowly turn over onto your right side, resting your head. Allow a few moments here to feel the breath just as it is. And through the breath, feel your energy. How has your practice affected it? Then gently lift your body up. Please find a comfortable way to sit tall and grounded. Bringing closure to our practice, you might join your palms in prayer at your heart, which symbolizes the unity of solar and lunar energy, sometimes called masculine and feminine energy that resides in all living things. Allow a moment of gratitude, recognizing anything that you appreciate. Mentally say to yourself again your intention for today's practice. Imagine to whom you dedicated this practice in some way, experiencing comfort and peace. Now let's close together, chanting Om, sending out and integrating resonance through sound 3 times. Bowing in, acknowledge the light within. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.